Hello. Autumn seems to be a month earlier at homegrown veg in the UK. We've had some serious weather lately, we really have. And it's done for quite a few of my vegetables. The wings flat and stuff. There's been so much rain it's been impossible for the pollinators to get round all the flowers and pollinate anything that needed pollinating. And so we're doing a tidy up, that's all we can do. The season's just about over. We still have one or two things in the raised bed and one or two things in pots. And so there are probably still one or two successes in the pipeline. But yeah, we've had quite a few failures. But what we're going to do now is, we're going out in the garden because it's dry. I don't know how long it will stay dry, but it is dry now. So we're going out in the garden and we're going to start recycling some of the soil that we've used this year. Now this is important. If you're growing in bags and buckets, the soil will now be depleted. If you've grown in that soil, it will be depleted. So you need to put something back. And autumn and winter gives you that opportunity. And then in the spring of the following year, you can even supplement the good work that you've done by adding a slight handful of fertiliser. Then the growing season starts again. Hey, how good is that? How good is that? How long does soil last? How long does it last? Does it last forever, provided it's properly managed? What do you think? Then let's face it, you don't see the farmer changing the soil in his field year after year after year, do you? He grows in the same soil year after year after year, but he manages it. Crop rotation and whatever he adds to it, he manages that soil. And we're just a smaller version, we're managing soil in buckets, bags and pots, aren't we? Yeah, that's what we're doing. And that's what we're going to do a little bit of today. I'll give you an insight into that. Okay. You're wondering what this is? Have you had your eye on that and thinking, what's that? Well, that is a pebble that Molly and I found on a local seashore some time ago. I think it might be prehistoric. Yeah, it might be prehistoric. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and take some close-ups, pin them on the end of the video, and you might want to tell me what you think this is, what you think I have in front of me now. Okay, let's go out in the garden, do some work. Come on, let's do it. This is my onion bed, and as you can see, there are no onions left in the bed. I've harvested the onions, at least 80% of which had bolted because we've had difficult growing conditions here at Homegrown Veg in the UK this year. When we've wanted rain, we've had wall-to-wall sunshine. When we've wanted sunshine, it's never stopped raining. And so it's been extremely difficult to grow anything here this year. Anything particularly tall has just been battered by wind and rain. And what you're looking at now are the root balls from my bucket grown mini pop sweet corn. What we're going to do now is we're going to utilise this empty onion bed to break up these root balls and recycle this soil. This soil will be used again next year, but it's probably spent by now because it's been trying to support vegetables for the last 6 to 8 months. They've been taking from the soil, so we do need to put something back, but we've got all autumn and winter when we can do that. And we'll just simply break out all this soil, return it to the buckets, cover it with a layer of chop and drop, and let it sit through autumn and winter, and it'll be ready to go again next spring. Okay, let's break up a couple of these root balls. But before I do that, here's a closer look at the root system that these 2 mini pop sweet corn put down in this 10-inch water bucket. All these small roots stay with the soil, they'll break down. This bigger stuff we can take out. We won't be using this, too much hard work. This is what we'll be using. This will all break down, all of it. Already it's looking good to go, but it isn't. It'll be quite depleted after the growing season. So we'll reinvigorate it through the autumn and winter months. We'll give it a slack handful of fertiliser probably at the beginning of spring. Charge the buckets and start growing again. Hey, this stuff lasts forever, provided you manage it properly, provided you look after it. Okay, so this is homegrown veg, signing out.